Ghost Soldiers goes to some great places. It's really windy here today. I can't get much EVPs. I have gotten some, but stay tuned for more mini movies. This one is Antietam, and it is windy, but it's nice out today. And it's April 26, 2014. We're going to move on. This has been a nice spot here, but we're going to go check out the cornfield now. And the cornfield was where some of the bloodiest fighting was done that day. And actually, when Hooker wrote his report up, he mentioned that every stalk of corn had been cut as if by hand, by knife at the base. And because the shells were flying through there so fast, they basically just ripped the place apart. This is the bloody cornfield, as it would later be known. We're going through here, marker number 2, and this would be the cornfield. Path again, as I normally do, and this is a little stand of trees. It's kind of right here in the middle of the field. Wow, this would have been a great little spot to seek refuge from the battle that day. I wonder if anybody did, if this was here at the time. Headed toward the east woods, which are over that way. Let's go. This is cool in here, but we got to move on. That's where I was, right there. Toward the east woods. Yahoo! Happy birthday! It's a windy birthday for me today. I'm right where I want to be. What do we have here? Private James L. Clater, 46th Pennsylvania Volunteer Infantry. Killed September 17th, 18th, 62. Private James L. Clater, 46th Pennsylvania. We salute you, sir. We want to salute your service to the Union. We appreciate everything you did. You gave the ultimate sacrifice. If you need help, I can help you get to heaven. Hopefully you're already there. James, I'm in the 45th Pennsylvania Reenactor Group. Wow, it just got really windy. In honor of Private James Clater, 46th Pennsylvania. That was pretty cool. I put that there, but obviously he died in this area, and they're trying to honor him, so I really appreciate that.
Cornfield, April 26, 2014. Hopefully talking to Private James Clater, 46th Pennsylvania Volunteer Infantry. Gave the ultimate sacrifice for his life, for his country. He gave his life. James, you here, sir? The wind is just so intense that I don't think I'm going to get anything. James, talk softly into the silver box. Say your name, please. I'm pronouncing Clater right. I'm from Scranton. What part of Pennsylvania are you from? You need help. Thank you.
And this is one of those spots here. The fighting was so brutal that day in this spot here. There's a story about a man in the 1st Delaware Infantry. And, oh, here's for James Clater as well. Oh, look. I don't know if you can see that. But more flowers for James Clater. That's good. He deserves to be recognized. Out there, see some cannons. There's a story about a man from the 1st Delaware who wrote, after the war, he wrote a story. And he told about a man who came running down the lines with a soldier, a Union soldier, who had both his eyes shot out. He was in terrible agony and screaming in pain. "For the love of God, somebody put me out of my misery." A lieutenant asked him if that's what he really meant. He said, "Yes, for the love of God, I cannot survive this. I'm in horrible agony, please." Without another word, the lieutenant took out his revolver, pointed it at the man's right ear, pulled the trigger, and with a half wheel, he fell down, dead. The lieutenant turned to the Delaware soldier and started to say, "Well, that man could not have..." His head was shot off at that point with a solid cannonball shot that hit him and decapitated him. That's just one of the horrible stories from this area. East Woods. I'm actually in the cornfield now. And off the trail again, checking out a little spot up here. Let's see what this looks like up here. Gopher and or fox. I saw a fox running around. Couple of these little things right here. is a very cool monument. This is one of the few monuments like this here at Antietam. I like this one. You guys would have been cooking stuff. That's really cool. This is the Indiana marker for the 7th Infantry, 4th, 14th, 19th, 27th, and the 3rd Cavalry. Well, I'm here at the monument to the state of Indiana, and I'm here because of them. Able to take my birthday and walk around this field. I salute them, I thank them. I'd like to help the soldiers, but I haven't talked to too many today. I got a couple EVPs, but not a lot. And I'm going to head back through the cornfield. I'm going around it. I got off the trail. We're going to go back, head back to my car. Walking along the Hagerstown Pike. This road right here was here at the time of the battle. Wasn't paved, probably. Although Pennsylvania did have paved roads back then. Probably a dirt road. When the troops attacked that day, they were on both sides of this road. You could see artillery on the other side there, cannon. Hooker's corps of elite troops came through this area and pushed up both sides of the turnpike. One regiment actually made it to the Dunkard Church, but had to pull back because they were surrounded. That view. Miller Farm, which saw heavy fighting that day and was a field hospital right after the battle, as all the buildings around this area were. Every single building was occupied with dead and wounded for weeks afterward, and the stench was overwhelming on the battlefield. So